I went to the Louisiana Comic Con in Lafayette, Louisiana. It was fucking fun. It was great. I had a fucking amazing time. I got one of the what's it called? One of the original. I got one of the 1,000 copies printout of the script that became Night of the Living Dead. It was actually called Anubis before it became Night of the Living Dead. This is the black and white version that George A. Romero starred the movie, the zombie franchise on. I got to meet John Russo, aka Jack Russo. That's what he went by when he did this. John Russo is freaking amazing. He was a great guy. I talked to him like for 20 minutes. Like no one was in his line, so we spent time talking about horror and George Romero, and it was really great. And I told him that he was one of my role models as a child, and he was like, "Did you say role model?" I'm like, "Dude, yeah. Without you and George, um, I wouldn't have my grandpa wouldn't have been able to show me the original black and white Night of the Living Dead, which there it is, and it has George Romero's signature on it. George signed it before he passed away, and there's only 1,000 copies that they printed, him and George, and I got 863 out of the 1,000 copies. And he actually gave me all these checks that have a director and a producer right there from the Creep Show, which he gave that to me for free. He was charging like $30 for him, but he gave it to me for because he's fucking awesome. So, what's this got to do with this? Well, this plays into a part about this. I guess you could call it a blog. Um, so let me, since I said that, and I mentioned my grandpa, I'm going to talk about Everything Horror Podcast for a minute. My friends Paul and Tessa run a podcast, which I'm the assistant co-host of Everything Horror Podcast. We talk about horror movies, games, music, books, anything horror related, board games. We've actually they did a podcast on me asking about what got me into horror, and I got to say about my grandfather who got me into Night of the Living Dead as a child, and he is the reason that I am such a big horror fan. We're doing a cancer. Oh look, I'm already starting. Oh my god, I haven't even really gotten into the serious part, and I'm already starting to get weepy eyed. We've been doing a charity event since June of this year called Smarter Than the Killer with One Up on Cancer. Basically, what One Up on Cancer is a charity run organization that helps people who are struggling to pay their medical bills and are going through cancer at this time. So we've been doing it since June. We've actually got $54 of our $5,000 goal, which, we did a lot of charities when we first started. When Friday the 13th came out, I did a charity with it, and every time I got killed by Jason, I donated $1 to cancer. So, and also with Sky High Gaming, he's also part of the Everything Horror Podcast, and Lightspeed Sonic. We've been trying to promote this, and with Halloween right around the corner, which was my grandfather's favorite time of the year, and is also my favorite time of the year, I'm going to be doing charity events starting October the 1st through the 31st, with my job allowing it. So every time I'm off, I'll probably do a charity event. So, what's my grandpa got to do with this? I keep talking about my grandpa. In 2003, I lost my grandpa to cancer. I was 12 years old at the time. I'm already starting to cry. I was 12 years old at the time when he passed away. If it wouldn't have been for my grandfather, I wouldn't have been such a horror fanatic as I am now. He's the one that got me into George Romero. He got me into John Carpenter. He got me into Alfred Hitchcock. I watched all the old black and white horror movies with him. I can still remember him going around the house talking about Candyman, and I can remember him going just to do it, just out of normal. And so, my grandfather was the reason, and is the reason today, that I have such a love for horror. I even have my horror t-shirt on just for him today. So I thought, with it being October coming around the corner, and, gotten to meet John Russo, one of my, role models, I wanted to be able to do as many charity events during October as I possibly could for him. So, I lost him to prostate cancer when we were younger. And the thing was, my grandfather never told us that he had cancer. He We didn't know that he was really sick until it was just too late. By the time he just started getting really skeletal looking and sickly, is when we realized there was something wrong. And when we asked him about it, he was like, "I just didn't want y'all to worry." Uh, so we lost him in April of 2003. Um, but watching your family go through that, like someone you love, dwindle away to nothing. You know, he wanted to live his life. He wanted us not to have to worry about medical bills, because if he didn't make it, the medical bills would have fallen on my grandma, and he didn't want that to happen to us. So he just lived his life as much as he could until he just couldn't anymore. So, um, golly. I told myself I wasn't gonna be a weepy potato, but I am. So I'm gonna do that. I'm sure the guys and everything are gonna do theirs as well. But guys, you know, I know everyone knows someone who's went through cancer and beat it, or they haven't and they lost their fight with cancer, and it's a terrible experience. Whether you beat it because you have to go through the chemo and radiation, or they lost that fight and then you just have to tell them goodbye. It's just a horrible experience all around for everybody. I have friends who've lost both their parents, their mother and their father, to cancer. I have friends who've lost their mothers, family members to cancer. So Wonderful Cancer, like I said, is helping these people with their medical bills, with chemo, radiation, whatever they're going through, helping these families try to take some of the weight off their shoulders. So it won't be such a burden on them, because it's such an expensive process to go through that. So, like I said, during the month of October, from the October 1st to 31st, I'll be doing as many charity events as I possibly can, which with a lot of horror games coming out, I'll have a lot to do. So, I mean, Evil Within 2 comes out, I think, Friday the 13th in October. I'll probably play Friday the 13th some more and do charity events. I have a few horror games in my library that I haven't played yet that I'll probably play for my donations. And guys, I'm doing it and if you would like to donate as well, I have the link in the description below to the charity event. It's Smarter Than the Killer. You can also check out my Twitch page. I have a banner. You click on it and it'll bring you right to the page for Smarter Than the Killer. But it really, and I mean, if you want to donate, that'd be great. And even if it's just $1, you'd be surprised what $1 could do for somebody. I mean, I'm not asking people to throw millions or hundreds of dollars at something like this, but if you can donate $1, $2, or if you can't donate at all, spread the word. Just go, hey, check out this. They're doing a charity event for cancer patients and families, to help pay with their medical bills. You don't have to donate. We're not telling you have to donate, but if you would like to donate, that'd be great. And if you just would like to spread the word about our charity fundraiser, you're helping us just as much as if you were donating. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand. Like, my grandpa has been gone since 2003, and it still kills me to talk about it. So, I mean, just, if you guys have the time, God goodness, if you guys have the time, just check out in below the description the link, Smarter Than the Killer. Let's help these people who are fighting cancer right now, and help the families, help pay for their medical bills. Everyone deserves a good fight. So let's help these people have a good fight, and let's be smarter than the killer and stop it once and for all. Like I said, I wish my grandpa was still here. If I knew what I knew now as a child, I would probably, and be able to say something about it. But I still don't think my grandpa would have gotten treatment or help. Like I said, he just wanted to live his life. He lived his life, to the fullest, so he just couldn't live it anymore. And like I said, he just didn't want us to have to pay for medical bills, and then if him not make it through treatment, have medical bills, and then everything else to come after that. But like I said, it's a hard experience for everybody. The people who have to fight it, and the people who have to stand by their sides and fight with them. So, yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm a weepy potato, but I think everything happens for a reason. And even though my grandpa lost his battle to cancer, it made me a stronger individual. my love for horror has nothing but grown. You know, I still love horror. It'll always be my favorite genre of anything, thanks to him. And I've got my little brother into horror. I've got my fiance into horror now. So I really do think that, you know, he's one of my biggest inspirations in life. And I want to be able to help people because I know there's people like me out there who have had the same person, a role model that passed away. So you guys just check it out. Like I said, the link is in the bottom. Go check out the charity event. And like I said, during the month of October, I'll be doing a bunch of events for those families and for my grandpa. So I'm going to stop being a weepy potato. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. And like I said, let's be smarter than the killer, guys. Let's fight a good fight for these people. Spread the word. And like I said, if you would like to donate, donate. And if you can't, share it. And yeah, our charity event will be last until June of next year. So June 2nd of 2018 is when our charity event ends. So like I said, just go check it out. Go give some love and support. And let's help these families. And that's it. Because I'm just going to keep on weeping and being a boohoo potato. So, alright guys. That's it. I'm done. I gotta go dry my eyes. Thank you guys for checking this out. And like I said, let's be smarter than the killer. Bye guys.